There is a company right now, probably more than one, where the marketing team is using AI to write campaigns. The sales team is using AI to draft outreach. Customer support is using AI to handle tickets. And the operations team just rolled out an AI tool to speed up internal reporting. On paper, this looks like progress. Every department is faster. Every team is saving time. Leadership sees the dashboards and thinks, we are ahead of the curve. But something strange is happening underneath. The marketing campaigns are promising things the product team has not built yet. Sales outreach is referencing case studies that customer support has never heard of. And the reports operations is generating are telling a completely different story than what finance is seeing. Nobody is lying. Nobody made a mistake. Every department did exactly what was asked of them. Now, before we go further, I should mention something. You are not watching a person right now. This is an AI clone of Ronald, built on purpose. Because AI is not something we talk about from the outside. It is how we actually work, every day. If that is the kind of channel you have been looking for, calm, focused, built around real business thinking, then subscribing might be worth your time. So back to the situation. What is actually going wrong in that company? Most people assume the issue is accuracy. They think the AI made an error somewhere, that the outputs need to be fact-checked more carefully, that there should be more human review, maybe a better prompt, maybe a more expensive model. But that is not what happened. The AI in each department did exactly what it was supposed to do. It followed the instructions it was given. It used the data it had access to. It optimized for the goal it was pointed at. The marketing AI optimized for engagement. The sales AI optimized for conversions. The support AI optimized for resolution speed. The operations AI optimized for reporting efficiency. Every single one of them performed well, and that is what makes this so hard to catch. Because the problem is not that any one AI failed. The problem is that each department gave their AI the right instructions, the right context, the right data, but it was their context, their data, their version of reality. And when every department runs its own version of AI with its own version of truth, you do not get alignment. You get fragmentation. This is one of those costs that never shows up on a slide deck. There is no budget line for organizational drift, no KPI that tracks how far apart your departments are moving. It just quietly compounds. And the longer it goes unnoticed, the harder it becomes to fix. I see this in real businesses. We build automation and voice systems for companies throughout a firm. And one of the most common patterns is this. A company reaches out because they want to make one department more efficient, usually customer support or sales. And within weeks of rolling out an AI solution in that one area, other problems start surfacing. Not because the AI caused them, but because the AI exposed them. The speed of AI makes existing cracks visible. Things that used to take 3 days now take 3 minutes. And when something happens in 3 minutes, the consequences reach other departments before anyone has time to adjust. So hit the like button if that sounds familiar, by the way. Here is what most companies miss. They treat AI like software. You install it, configure it, give it a task, and it runs. But AI does not just execute tasks. It generates decisions. It interprets context. It creates language and logic that other people and systems act on. When a traditional tool makes an error, it is usually obvious. The spreadsheet shows the wrong number. The system sends an alert. When AI drifts, it does not look like an error. It looks like a well-written email that slightly misrepresents what the company actually does. It looks like a report that's technically accurate, but missing the one metric that matters. It looks like a customer interaction that sounds polished, but contradicts what another department just told the same customer yesterday. This is not a quality control problem. This is an architecture problem. And it brings us to the deeper issue, the one most companies do not want to talk about. When you let AI operate across departments without a shared framework, you are not just risking inconsistency, You are slowly building two companies inside one. One company is the one that leadership sees: efficient departments, fast outputs, impressive metrics. The other company is the one the customer experiences: mixed messages, conflicting promises, a feeling that something is off, even though every individual interaction seems fine. And this gap gets wider every week because each department keeps optimizing its own AI for its own goals. And the more they optimize in isolation, the further they drift from each other. There is an old saying that the left hand does not know what the right hand is doing. With AI, both hands are moving 10 times faster. So what does a company actually do about this? The instinct is to centralize, create an AI committee, write a policy, slow everything down. But that usually kills the speed that made AI valuable in the first place. The better approach, the one that actually works in practice, is to stop thinking about AI as a department-level tool and start thinking about it as an organizational layer. That means the AI in marketing and the AI in sales should not be two separate systems with two separate realities. They should share a foundation, a common understanding of what the company does, what it promises, and how it talks. Not identical instructions, but a shared source of truth. Think of it like a franchise. Every location can serve different customers. Every store can adjust to local demand. The core product, the brand, the quality, those are the same everywhere. AI in a company should work the same way. Local flexibility, central truth. This is what we help companies figure out. Not just where to add AI, but how to make it work as one system instead of 5 separate ones running in different directions. And the companies that get this right have a massive advantage. Not because their AI is fancier, but because their AI is coherent. Every customer hears the same story. Every department operates from the same reality. Every output reinforces instead of undermines what came before it. That sounds simple. And honestly, the concept is simple. But getting there requires something most companies skip. It requires stepping back and asking, what is the actual shared reality we want every AI system in this company to operate from? Not which prompts do we write, not which tools do we buy, but what is true about this business, and does every system know it? Most companies never ask that question. They jump straight to implementation. And by the time they realize the departments are drifting apart, they have 6 months of AI-generated content, emails, reports, and customer interactions that all tell slightly different stories. Cleaning that up is expensive. Not cleaning it up is worse, because every day you wait, every department is generating more content, making more promises, and building more habits around their own isolated version of truth. And the customers do not see departments. They see one company. They expect one story. When they do not get it, they do not blame marketing or sales or support. They blame you. So here is the calm takeaway. AI across departments is not a bad idea. It might be one of the most important shifts a business can make. But letting every team run its own AI without a shared foundation is not adoption. It is fragmentation with better formatting. The companies that will win this are not the ones that move fastest. They are the ones that move together. I would genuinely like to know, if you are running AI in more than one department right now, how are you keeping those systems aligned? Or have you already started to see them drift? Drop a comment. That's the kind of conversation worth having.